Hey everyone, thank you for joining another mscrm-addons.com webinar. Today basically we're going to cover our do a solutions overview for all our solutions here for Microsoft Dynamics CRM 2016. This is going to be the first webinar of this year for 2016 in this series, and we have several webinars. We usually do about 1 or 2 a month, and you can check our website or wait for the email to get that information of when we do these webinars. My name is Clint Higley, and I'm going to be doing this webinar today for you. If you have any questions or anything like that, in the lower left-hand corner of the meeting burner screen, you'll see a little chat window there. You can click on that tab, and any questions or anything like that that you have while the webinar is going on, you can post them there. And we have our support team in the queue, in the chat queue there, and they'll answer those as we kind of move forward through the webinar. Time permitting at the end, we'll take a few questions, and I'm going to go ahead and just kick this right off. One thing I do also want to mention, I forgot about that, we do record these. And the slides and the recording will be available to you shortly after the conclusion of this webinar. So to kind of start things out here, I want to talk a little bit about documents in a CRM environment. What we've kind of seen here from our users on how, what kind of documents that they want to produce from all that data that they have in CRM. They want to produce these documents, send out emails, etc. Some of those things are like, for example, here in the sales process, when they get a new lead in, they want to generate personalized info such as like flyers and brochures, send out different specifications. They want to, working on those opportunities, they want to send out the NDAs, contracts, and statements of work. Also getting to close, that'll be sending out quotes and proposals, also sending out purchase orders. And lastly, winning that deal. So creating those invoices and orders, and also doing the payments and shipping confirmations. Another thing that we've seen people want to do is, like, for example, their marketing, setting up personalized campaigns, doing flyers and brochures from the data that they have in CRM, and also rich personalized emails. Also in the service area, you want to be able to generate those service reports, create lease documents, contracts, checklists, shipping and tracking info. And also there's custom things, so any kind of custom entities that you may have that you want to generate a document from. Also some different, like unusual stuff that's not kind of normal, say like, for example, portal integration, or different customizations to the documents that you want to generate. We've seen all these things kind of before kind of come through. One other thing that a lot of people want to be able to do is, just generate these really quickly and easily, so they don't have the SSRS. They don't have to create those through SSRS. They just want a simple way to do these. So the add-on that we have is DocumentsCorePack. It's basically a unified document solution, and it's going to handle the creation, processing, and automation of those documents, and make it really simple for you. The goal is just basically, again, to simplify and streamline the document-related business operations from Microsoft Dynamics CRM. It gives you that professional document generation from your data in CRM. All the templates are Word-based, so there is no SSRS knowledge needed. They're very simple to generate those templates. All common file types are supported. It's a powerful CRM connector, so it allows you to do custom entities and attributes. Allows you to do multi-relational support, do some calculations, QR codes, dynamic pictures, all within the template and just kind of all on the fly. The processing capabilities, we have many different ways to output this. You can do a mailing, so generate these attachments, or generate also email content with this. It's got the e-sign signature integration. Right now we're supporting DocuSign and AssureSign. And it's also got SharePoint integration, the ability to print, the ability to attach that document to a note to the CRM record, to attach it to an email or to a letter, and the list kind of goes on. How does this work? Well, basically it starts off like the first question would be, where are the documents generated? It's either done through a plugin inside your CRM instance, or it's a document generation service that's either running locally or on the cloud, say for example with CRM Online. Initiating the document generation is really simple and easy. It's done through our CRM command bar, which is the document generation wizard. It's basically a three-step process where you select the template or the report. You choose the document purpose, such as, do I want a PDF, do I want to send this as an email, etc. And then you have the ability to review it. Also, again, to simplify that entire process, we have the ability to save commands and also one-click actions with that. Also supports workflow integration, so that gives you that full document automation. It automates your business process, such as shipping confirmations. Also allows you to schedule reports, so those reports are generated via workflow. The supported platforms are CRM Online, on-premise, and hosted, so your IFD environments. And this add-on is available for CRM 3 all the way up to 2016. Now I just kind of want to jump in here to the demo system and show you just how easy it is to kind of generate those documents, how quickly you can do it. And I'm just going to go over here to a quote. Go ahead and open that quote up real quick. And just give it a minute for it to pop right up. So great. So I have just a standard quote right here inside of CRM. And let's say I want to take this quote and I want to email it to my main contact here, Howard Higley. All I need to do to generate that document, to generate that quote, is come up here to my Create Document button. From here, I'm able to select the template that I want and search for it, or I can just select it from the list. I'll go ahead and click Next. And now I want to basically tell it, what I've, give my my parameters here. So basically, what kind of file type, what kind of file output I want. Like I said, the ones that people mostly printed out is PDF. You got DocX, Doc, basically all the standard file types here. You have the ability then to attach the document as an email attachment or a note or email content, or attach it to a letter, or just start the DocuSign process there. Also have the ability to actually open it up in the local email client. So I can open this up after I've generated the document. I can open it up in Microsoft Outlook, manipulate it there. I can define my sender. I can come in here and define my recipients here. So I want to grab Howard Higley. And then I also have the ability to select the email template. Now this can be just standard CRM email templates, or I can actually use DocumentsCorePack templates as well. So I have the choice there. So I'll just go ahead and pick an email template. Once I'm done with this, I have the ability to go ahead and send that email if I'd like. I can print the document directly to a printer. So I can pick and choose, which printers that I have, kind of set up here. I can save it to a SharePoint. And also, after I'm done with this process, I have the ability to run a workflow. So I can actually, after this is done, I can set up a workflow to generate a task or, whatever I need to do. Once I'm done selecting these parameters here, I'll go ahead and click the Next button, and this begins the document creation process. It grabs basically the template, puts my data in, and converts it right over to a PDF. Once it's finished here, I have the ability to quickly preview the document, take a look at it, make sure that everything on it is correct. Also have the ability to edit that document if I so choose. Once I'm satisfied with that, I can go ahead and finish up the process. So basically right now what it's going to do is after I click Finish, it's going to take that PDF and generate this email with my email template in here. Everything's already filled out, and my quote's attached right to the email. And then I can just go ahead and send that off. So one other quick thing that I just want to show real quick, there's a lot of settings and everything like that. If you want to condense that down, make it easier for your users, Like I said before, we have the ability to kind of save those commands. So I'm just going to do the same thing that I did before up here. But you can see here, basically everything's already selected for me. I quickly go into the document generation process, and it quickly generates that document for me. Again, I can go ahead and continue on and then you know, send that email off, etc. So that's just basically the high-level overview there of DocumentsCorePack. You can see how quickly and easily it'll make things work for you. Moving on to our next add-on that I want to go over. This add-on is called AttachmentExtractor. And basically what it does is it's going to move files from your CRM to either SharePoint or Fileshare. So let's kind of go over why that's important. So I have Microsoft Dynamics CRM here. And one thing that we found is that, you know, attachments stored in CRM take up roughly around 70% of the CRM database. They're pretty hard to find, and they're not searchable. Also, for CRM Online, there is, you know, it's the cost of $9.99 per month for extra storage space. That's per gig. On the other side of the spectrum, we have SharePoint. SharePoint is that advanced document library. It associates to the CRM record via the CRM SharePoint integration. It's really easy to search. And the cost on that is about 20 cents a month per gig a month. So, you know, how do we get these two kind of to work together? Well, we have AttachmentExtractor. That kind of sits in the middle between the two. And basically what it's going to do is it's going to move or copy these files to SharePoint or the Fileshare. It'll help shrink your CRM database by up to about 50%. It helps you replicate data, it gives you local availability of the data, and it also helps with archiving. Last but not least, the most important thing is it establishes a structured library there on SharePoint, so you don't have to create that. It'll create that kind of for you. One of the major things here, just as an example, let's say I have 50 gig of additional storage costs because of these attachments. If I was using CRM, it would be $5,994. If I was using SharePoint, it would be $120. So you can see here that by using AttachmentExtractor and moving those from CRM to SharePoint, I'm going to have a total savings of $5,874 per year. That's just one of the things they can do for you. Now, I want to talk a little bit about how this works. All work in here is done by a service here. Okay, so it's either running on a local computer or server, or running out in a VM somewhere in the cloud. So we've had multiple users actually set up an Azure server just to run the AttachmentExtractor service, and it works out really, really well. The task that it performs, basically what it does is it goes in and checks for new emails or notes every so often. This is definable, so you can have it check, you know, every 90 seconds or every 60 seconds or however long you want. Then it's going to move or copy those files to the alternative storage, either SharePoint or the Fileshare. And it'll place a link to the extracted file inside of CRM. So there's going to be no changes to the CRM UI. So your users are going to be able to just basically click inside of CRM and automatically get that attachment. Some of the features that it has, you can do dynamic save locations based on your CRM data. You can do a black and white list. So for example, if you have an entity that you do not want to extract the attachments from, you can actually blacklist or whitelist that. There's a scheduler in there, so basically if you want it to run just on weekends, you can actually set that up. And then talk a little bit about the supported platforms. It does it for CRM Online, on-premise, and hosted. It also works with SharePoint Online and SharePoint on-premise. For this add-on is available for CRM 2011 through 2016 and SharePoint 2010 and upwards. Now, I'm not going to demo this due to time constraints today, but if you'd like to kind of see it in action, we actually did a webinar on this. So if you go to our main website, which is www.mscrm-addons.com, you'll see a big red button on there that says Webinars, and the AttachmentExtractor webinar is located in there. You can actually see it in action, see it move files and things like that around. Now, the next add-on that I want to talk about is our telephone integration, our CTI. It basically connects your phone system to Microsoft Dynamics CRM. And over here we just have just a kind of a little brief overview of some of the things that some of the phone systems that we support. Why do I want to use CTI? Well, you want to be able to capture those phone calls, whether they be incoming or outgoing. That's done through screens, screen pops. You're going to know who's calling. You're going to be able to auto-create phone call activities. You're going to be able to auto-create CRM records, so leads, ops, cases, whatever you want. And it also simplifies the dialing process. It does that through a click-to-dial from the CRM UI. And it also contains power dialing lists, so I can create these lists of, say, for example, if I want to call all users in a certain city, I can set that up, define it as a power dialing list, and have either a user or a team of users go through that list really, really quickly and easily. It also captures call statistics and analysis. This is done by utilizing the CRM dashboards, and it displays it for you in kind of a readable format, so you can quickly and easily see what's going on as far as like your phone calls incoming, outgoing, where they're calling from, etc. How this basically works is it's broken down into two components. The first component is the telephone integration server. That basically is the CRM solutions there. It handles the click-to-dial inside of CRM. Also handles your call statistics and analysis, which you can kind of see right here. The second portion of it is the telephone integration client, and this is the main user interface here for all the users. It's able to perform calls and react on incoming calls. It's able to perform CRM operations, so you can create records such as activities, leads, contacts, etc. Do an integrated CRM search, so it's a really handy little tool. It also hosts your power dialing lists, like say for example for your inside sales or marketing team. They can easily access those power dialing lists straight from this the telephone integration client. Our supported platforms are CRM on-premise, online, and hosted. And it's available for CRM 4.0 all the way through 2016. Now, just to kind of give you how I would end up using this inside CRM. Let's say, for example, that I've gone ahead and I've sent this quote out, and I need to contact someone over at mscrm-addons.com in order to just kind of talk about the quote to discuss. So I can come on in over here. Let me just go ahead and pull up my contacts, and my main contact over there is Michael Dorr. So I'll just go ahead and click his information. So I'm right here on his contact page. So if I want to quickly call him right here, I can actually just come right up into here and use our call number feature here. So I just go ahead, it's a two-part button. Just go ahead and grab it, and I can call him on either of his phone numbers here that I have inside of CRM. Now, with a little bit of configuration, you can also set these up to do a click-to-dial straight from these numbers right here on here. But it's a little bit of extra configuration, but it's really easy to do. But for right now, I just want to go ahead and place that phone call. So I'll go ahead and give him a call. So now I get a pop-up here from my balloon, lets me know that I'm dialing out. And once I'm done with that, once the call is activated, it brings up a new phone call activity. So let's see, it's a phone call from myself here. And then I just want to go ahead and put all this information in real quick. And go ahead and give this a subject. So let's see, call about the quote, if I can spell. All right, and then so once I've got that, I can go ahead and enter whatever it is we talked about right into this. Once I'm done with the call, I can go ahead and end it. and go ahead and save this information. Let's say, for example, though, that I need to go ahead and create an activity for this, like set up a new task to follow up by a certain day. I can do that. So I can set up a phone call, email, fax, letter. Or let's say, for example, he's having some issues with the product or something along those lines. I can create a case. Maybe there's a new opportunity. I can create all that just by clicking right in here. It opens that right up with all that information in there. So it makes things really, really simple. We'll go ahead and close all this out. So really simple and easy to do. The next tool that I want to talk about for you is Group Calendar. It's basically a simplified scheduling tool for CRM. It's going to give you access to your users, facilities, teams, and resources, and you can see all these activities in just kind of like a calendar view. It's really a great tool. So why would you use it? It's effective team and resource scheduling. You get an overview of your team's schedule really, really simply. You see the availability of all users and resources. There's 6 different views that you can use. We have a Gantt view, a top-down view for daily and weekly, an agenda, a timeline, a month view, and a list view. So there's a lot of different views that you can use. It's scheduling made real easy. You're able to avoid conflicts because it highlights your overlaps. You're able to basically just see everything really, really quickly and easily. And it's got drag and drop rescheduling. So it makes that really, really simple. Let's see. You're also able to see working hours and time off. It does color coding as well. And you can assign unscheduled activities and appointments straight to your users. So now I just want to pop in here to the demo system real quick again and kind of flip on over here to my group calendar. Now one of the views that we usually kind of show here, this is the Gantt view. And here in the Gantt view, I'm able to see here all my users here in CRM, kind of see what's going on with them. As you can see here, I've got here a schedule overlap, so I can actually just open that up. And I can quickly just drag these things, so I know Michael here, he's got a business trip that he's on, but he's also got an appointment scheduled, so I can't have that. So basically, I need to find another user to be able to do that. So I'm just going to drag that up here just to go ahead and unschedule that activity. And then just kind of take a look here real quick and find out who's got some time. So let's see, it's Christian. So I can come down in here and just go ahead and drag and drop this thing right onto Christian, and then it's assigned to him. So really simple and easy to do. If I come down into here, if I want to take like another view, another different view, one of our ones that I like a lot is the top-down view. So I can kind of see everyone's week. I can see them across the top, what everyone's doing, and everything's really easy to view because of the color coding. So I can actually just kind of see what's going on with everybody, so I get a good overview of what's going on during their week. If I also need to, again, I can just if I want a day view, I can go to the top down here in the day and take a look here at everyone's day, what's going on. So let's say, for example, that I'm not able to go ahead to this conference here, but Christian says he's available, but I need to take over his group calendar webinar here. So I can go ahead and reassign this to Christian, and then grab this and reassign this to myself. Real simple and easy to do. Let's say, for example, here I've got another meeting that I've got to handle here, so I can quickly go in, highlight the area, and go ahead and make a new appointment. So really easy to create these things, create them on the fly, create appointments, tasks, and everything like that. One other thing that's very important, though, is that I can come in here and actually drill down on individual users. So I can actually just come in. I can see my teams of users here, all my resource groups, all my individual users, and all my individual resources. So if I want to just take a look real quick at my calendar, I can come on in here and take a look at my week view and kind of see what's going on for me during the week. So you're able to go from basically everyone inside of your CRM system down to just individual users or an individual resource. So you're able to see all that quickly at a glance and schedule very, very simply. The next tool that we want to talk about is called Activity Tools. And basically it's advanced activity handling in CRM. It's going to give you like an Outlook visualization there inside of CRM. Why would you use this? Well, basically it's going to help increase productivity by providing tools to handle activities a lot more efficiently. And basically how it's doing that, it's going to go ahead and give you that Outlook look and feel of your activities there inside of CRM. It provides you with a quick and advanced search right there in the task pane there. It supports all activity types. It gives you a flexible preview. And then also gives you the ability to email back and forth. So we do have a couple of different email options in there. Some of those you can define personal email signatures for individual users. Or you can define the signatures, like say for example for a support team. Like so if someone belongs to a support team, you can define what their signature is, you know, if they answer inside of CRM. That's basically what we do when you write into support. And anybody who's part of the support team, when they answer you back, it puts that signature in there for that support team. So supported platforms are CRM Online, On-Premise, and Hosted. And it's available for CRM 4.0 all the way up to 2016. Now, just to give you kind of just a brief look about how this works, I'm just going to flip over here to an account. And you can see here I've got on my account, I've got my activity preview here. Let's say, for example, that I'm looking for a specific email. So I can actually view, I'm viewing all activities now. So you can see I've got emails, I've got some phone calls, things of that nature. So I can just come on down and go ahead and say, like, let's see, I just only want to view emails. Okay. So once I'm done with that, you know, I can quickly go through and flip through all these emails just by clicking through them all. You know, and see basically every single one of these emails. Just with a quick glance. Also, if I need to, I can actually search. I can perform a quick search, which is going to search, you know, the header here of the email. Or I can do a content search where I can search inside the email as well for keywords. Also have the ability to define here a date range. So if I'm looking for a specific email or specific activity, and I know that it was, you know, from February 1st to today, you know, it happened in the last couple of days. I can actually define the search down to there. I can drill it down. Also, I have the ability here to actually just, if I have an email, and I can quickly just respond to the emails right here, right inside of this, right inside of CRM. No need to go back out into Outlook, so I can reply, forward it, do whatever I need to do. Also, another nice feature here as well is I can actually come in here and grab attachments. So I can download these attachments and view them on my machine. So it makes things working in CRM just a lot simpler. The last webinar, the last add-on that I want to talk a little bit about is our Smart Bar. It is a enhanced CRM. It enhances your CRM user experience. It gives you navigation, quick access, and some one-click actions. Why would you use this? It basically saves time by adding additional navigation or function buttons. It's going to simplify the navigation itself here. It's between, simplify that navigation between related records. It can also do, you can add personalized menus. It gives you count and quick access of related records. That would be access to related records or activities. And you can see the count really, really quickly. So for example, the number of quotes associated with an account or with a contact or something along those lines. It also provides you with one-click actions as well. Those can either fire workflows or a JavaScript. It can open links. It can access the CRM sitemap entries, so you can go to security roles, processes, users, templates, and things of that nature. Supported platforms for this are CRM Online, On-Premise, and Hosted IFD. and it is available for CRM 2013 through 2016. So just to kind of show you this right here, I've got it right here on this account form here. I can very, very quickly at a glance see that, like for example, mscrm-addons.com has 6 contacts associated with it. There's 2 sub-accounts. There's 226 activities associated with it. And if I need to, I can quickly go and get to that just with a click. So I can get to where I need to go just with a click. Also, another nice feature is the ability to embed that on a dashboard. So I've got a dashboard here. And I'm able to, let's say for example, if I'm a CRM administrator, I need to do something with my users instead of going up to the little drop down and go into settings and I believe it's security and the users. I can just go right from here and click on my users and do what I need to do with my users here. And let's say for example here that I need to add another, make some adjustments to a security role. So I can come right in here. I've got a smart bar dialog that's throughout my CRM system. I can go ahead and open that up, and I can just go ahead and start typing in here for security roles. I can open that up in a new window, make my adjustments here, and then come back to my users and add those security roles. So it makes things a lot simpler. It makes you able to get around the system a lot easier, a lot quicker. It's also customizable, so you can move the icons around however you want them, and just perform quick sitemap searches, things of that nature to get where you need to go. So I want to thank you for joining today. I want to invite you to join our upcoming webinars. You can see those, the previous webinars if you go to www.mscrm-addons.com. There's a big red button on the main page, but you can also enter support and then webinars. It'll get you to that page. Some resources, you can find us on the web. There's our website. No need for me to say it again. We have our help center, which is live chat and support. That's www.mscrm-addons.com support. And don't forget, we got a really great blog, a lot of tips and tricks, and just stuff that you generally need to know about any of our add-ons. It's at blogs.mscrm-addons.com. Contact numbers are below. You can reach our U.S. office, or if you're over in Europe, you can reach our European office. Couple of emails to remember if you have any technical questions or anything like that. You can always get us at support@mscrm-addons.com. We'll be more than happy to answer that for you. Any other questions or anything like that, you can direct that to office@mscrm-addons.com. So I'm going to go ahead